Nothing like a warm glass of tea in front of the fire after a long day. This is nice. I just finished restocking the shelves and I am set for the winter. My, what is... Adventure? Well, close the door, close the door. What's wrong? What are you busting into my home at this hour for? Adventurer, you're going to have to speak up. Help? Oh my. Adventurer! Adventurer, hold on. Hold on, I've got you. Hold on. Hold on. Ah, you're awake. Good morning. How are you feeling? Yes, you will have a headache for a little while. Hit the floor quite hard. Yes. No, I did find your wound. How you got that, I have no clue. It's going to make quite the interesting story, I presume. Yes, I'm afraid it will leave a nasty scar. It was deep. Had you not made it to my inn, you might not have... Well, I suppose we shouldn't focus on that. Yes, I did sew you up. It's going to be very sore, and you are going to have to stay here for a while. I know. I'm well aware of how much you hate bed rest. You're an adventurer, after all. Your life is about travels and danger, but I'm afraid that's going to have to stop for at least a week. Yes, a week. You know, if you didn't put yourself in such dangerous situations, you might not have to go on such a long rest. You're malnourished as is. Did you not bring enough? You never eat enough, do you? I suppose I'm gonna have to feed you then. Would you like me to feed you with a spoon? I know. I have some soup brewing up in the other room for you right now. What's this? This will be your medicine. I was mixing it with some herbs to try and help it taste a little bit better and quicken your recovery, but I'm not sure it's going to be doing much for your injury. So, do you care to tell me how exactly you got it? A dire bear? In this neck of the woods? Well, they haven't been down here in centuries. Maybe I will have to bring that dagger that you gifted to me when I go on gathering trips. Of course I still have it. It was a gift. I cherish it. It's in the drawer by my bedside. Oh, well, I don't particularly use it very much. Not as much as I'm sure you use yours, but it has come in handy a few times. Cutting some thick roots from the mandrakes. Or sometimes I just play with it and think of you. Of your adventures. You are one of the only adventurers that still come to me to share their stories. I'm afraid many people come here just seeking healing and then leave, but you stay and you visit me. Yes, I suppose it can get quite lonely up here, but I have my fair share of friends, the woodland creatures. Hey, leave Gregory out of this. That little toad has told me a many a stories. Quite. He's had quite the life. Did you know he was once stuck on an ogre's back for 3 days? Yes, he has had quite the life. Many a tadpole, too. He gets around. Alright, traveler. You must, save your breath. I'll run and grab you the soup, and we can work on getting you better, huh? No, you will not be coming with me. You will stay right there in that bed where you belong. Oh, precisely, my dear. Listen. The more you move, the more it's going to stretch your stitches. And the more it's going to hurt. We gotta get your belly full. Look how thin you are. Your tunic? I had to cut it off. I couldn't get to your injury, and the quickest way was to cut it. You had pants on. Don't peg me for a pervert. You were clothed. Just your shirt. I'm sorry. Did you just ask me if I liked the view? Adventurer. I didn't beg you for a flirt. But if you must know, it was a nice view. I did enjoy. I did enjoy thinking of how you need more food in your belly. You're thin, way too thin. Oh, do I sound like an old grandmother now? Well, I'm afraid that grandmothers have a point. You, dear, are not taking care of yourself, and you must eat more. So now, would you hush up, let me go get the soup, and I will return to you shortly. That's good, lad. And here we are. Nothing like some homemade chicken and dumpling soup. Am I going to have any? Oh, don't worry. I had plenty tastings to make sure it was just right for your lips. What am I drinking? Tea. Don't I always? It is a little cold, though. But it's almost gone, so... Traveler, you have gone on quite the adventures, and I enjoy hearing of your tales and helping you heal from them, but this one was different. You were very close to death this time. I was genuinely afraid that you might not wake. You lost a lot of blood, and the cuts were very deep, puncturing a few veins, and you're lucky, very, very lucky that you did not have a broken rib or two. I did as best as I could, but this wound might not scar over like the others that I fixed. I'm afraid magic is the only way you're going to get rid of the indents. You must work on being careful. I don't know what I would do if something had happened to you. You're my best paying customer. Seriously, traveler. I was scared I was going to lose you. I do care. I care very much for you. I quite enjoy you. No, I do not mean just your presence. Although you are quite the hoot to be around. No, I enjoy you. I love listening to you talk about your life and how you can dramatically recreate the adventures that you've been on. And although that's not the life that suits me, it is so fascinating to listen to you. And I could do it for hours. And your body is a plus. But frankly, I just enjoy you. And this injury and how close you got to meeting the Reaper, it really shed some light on how I felt about you. And I was never going to admit this, but I care about you, Traveler. More than I do any other adventurer who's come by. And I thought that it would be an interesting proclamation to offer my healing services to you on your next adventure. If you'd have me. I am proposing that you take me with you as your partner on your next travel. And maybe we could be more than just business. Something a bit more intimate? If that's what you desire. I understand if you would rather adventure alone. I've met many solo travelers and they have quite the life. Going wherever they please, having no one to tell them to be careful. Which I'm afraid I would be doing quite often. Save me supplies and the pain of seeing you injured, but... You do? You enjoy hearing me tell you to be careful? Is that why you tend to stay longer than your recovery period? Because you enjoy me as well? Serious? Do toads have warts? That's a good one. Well, how about you, you finish up your soup and, we can discuss more on what I'll need for my adventure with you. I'll have to pack tea and the herbs, but I'm sure I can collect some on the way. You know, adventurer, traveler, you are a kind soul, and serving you has been my honor. I'm not sure how my other guests will appreciate me shutting down while I'm exploring with you, but I suppose that it's something they'll just have to deal with. I'll just say I'm on a vacation. An extended gathering. You wouldn't mind if I kissed you, would you? No? Okay. Wonderful.